একদম 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 মিউট করলাম আমি।
ইয়েস, হ্যালো। শুনতে পাচ্ছিস? স্টার্ট করার সময় বলবি, মানে when we are starting just let me know. ওকে, আসছে তো? হ্যালো, ask someone else to check.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ আসছে, আমি দেখলাম।
না, लाइव है, he is YouTube पर लाइव है।
हाँ यूट्यूब पे लाइव पे मैं चेक आ रहा है।
अच्छा, आ रहा है ना? ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। ওকে, অরিজিৎ আছে? ওকে ওকে,
হ্যালো হ্যালো সঞ্চিতা।
ইয়া, হ্যালো,
অল গুড।
ইয়া, all good, start.
ওকে। So hello everyone, very good afternoon. Welcome back to another fun session conducted by Geekonix, the official science and technology club of Techno Main Salt Lake. As we briefed about all the subclubs under Geekonix in the last session, CUrBrain is the coding club under Geekonix. Here we have the CUrBrain heads as Sanchita, and there are also Alicia Gupta and Shikhar Agarwal are the co-heads. We also have Shubham Kumar and Simran Mittal from CUrBrain team. I guess Shubham is there.
Yes, I am here.
Yes, okay. They will be hosting today's session. Students feel free to communicate in the chat section. Okay, Sanchita, over to you. I guess Sanchita, are you audible?
Yes. Hello,
Sanchita.
you can hear me, right?
Yes, Sanchita.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yes, okay. Okay, let's start. Welcome everyone. So today we are going to talk about CUrBrain. Like you might have been introduced to CUrBrain in the previous session, as Arijit already said. I am Sanchita. I am a fourth year student of CSE, and I am the head of CUrBrain. So let us give you an introduction. Let us get you started. Look into what is CUrBrain, and then we can have a journey together for the next 4 years. So to start, what is CUrBrain? It's like see your brain. Like we are seeing the brain. So that is basically the coding club of our college, the official coding club, and we um, we host different competitions and workshops all throughout the year. So we will be showing you what are the exact things that you will uh, go through along the years. So okay, one thing that is, many of you might have problems regarding this session, like technical problems. So we have a live YouTube stream. You can check there if you find any problem in this WebEx. First thing, and you can post all your doubts in the chat section, and we will be discussing few problems. So even solutions to those, you can put your answers or queries, or if you want to want us to repeat something, you can put all of those in the chat. We will be attending to the chat, so feel free to communicate. We cannot unmute you all, so otherwise it would have been a more interactive session, but still through the chat we will attend to all your doubts. So let us get started. Yes, so CUrBrain is a coding club, and what we do throughout the year is we conduct various workshops. So presently, like most of you might have heard that like the IT industry is really blooming. So and even in the placements and all, you need some bit of programming knowledge. So that is what we try to develop in you at CUrBrain. We conduct workshops throughout the year. We have competitions, and we have the Computate. Computate is like you know that Edge is conducted by Geekonix. So in that we have the intra in the first at the first, and in intra the first year students and the second year students can participate from our college only. So it is a within college competition. And next we have, that is the intra, and next we have the edge where students from all the colleges come. And so basically at CUrBrain we will be you will be going through sessions like web development, and then cryptography, then competitive coding. And if you ask us, then we can also arrange for other workshops. It is always like uh, it is a like you ask us and we try to conduct those workshops. So that is what we do. So, and other than the intra competition and the edge, we also conduct few competitive coding competitions throughout the year. You will get to know as you when you um, like when this whole process starts. This is just the beginning. And in the events of edge, we have four uh, competitions. That is flawless is competitive coding. Most of you might not know what is competitive coding, and here today we are going to give you a introduction to what is competitive coding. Also, bug hunt is basically debugging codes. Okay, you need to know codes first. Many of you might not even know that, so we will be discussing that too. We have web development. Web development is basically any web page that you see. A lot of development, designing, and back end, front end, many things goes behind that. So that is web development. And crypto quest is cryptography. So many of you here are interested in hacking and stuff, and cryptography is like one drop of that water in of the ocean. So that is like cryptography. That is the start to the hacking, you can say. So let us continue. And so many of you might ask, why should you join CUrBrain? Like, what is the use of joining CUrBrain? Or why should you be even interested in attending our workshops and all? So the basic main thing is, as I was saying, the IT industry is really booming. So we have many technologies coming up. Like as I said previously, we have web development. Web development is like it never goes down. It just stays. You always need web development. As long as you have internet, you need web development. And then we have things coming up like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and all of these. We have Android development. So basically, sometimes we need a platform where we want to discuss stuff, where we want to ask others and let others know. That is the platform that CUrBrain provides. And other than that, whenever you go into programming and coding, what happens is we need a basic understanding of algorithms, data structures, and with this is related the concept of competitive coding. That is the basic idea, that we introduce you to all the technologies and then you can follow what you want to. So that was the first point. And then next, majority of you, I guess, are like you are in first year, but you still have an aim that after BTech we will do our jobs. We need a placement. That's why we want a placement. We want to be placed with a good job, with a good package. So in all previously it used to be less, that the initial rounds used to be aptitude round and English rounds, but now from the last 2 to 3 years, not 2 3 around 4 years, every company, the first round that comes up is the coding round. You need to get past the coding round, otherwise you cannot even reach the interview. And it is very important, like to start learning from the very beginning. If you are planning to go for IT jobs, then to start from the very beginning. Otherwise, at the end moment, if you try to learn everything, it just becomes a chaos and you cannot handle it. It feels like it is a huge thing, but if you start from the very beginning, it won't feel like such a huge thing, and we help you in that. You can ask us, and then we can discuss stuff in our club, and it is an ongoing process. And other than that, engineering colleges means fest, particularly not the just the cultural fest, the technical and techno management fests of various colleges, and there is like huge prize money in each and every of them. So what you can do is, you would like to participate. I don't many stream students, all the streams are right here right now. We have IT, we have CSE, we have EC, we have electrical, we have food technology, we have civil, mechanical, we have all the students. I might, if this would have been a live session, I would have asked you to raise your hands how many of you are there, but that's not possible anyway. So but irrespective of which stream you are coming from, you can participate in these coding competitions and go to various colleges, and you need a motivation to learn, and this club gives you that motivation that yes, I can do it too. If someone else can do it, I can do it too. It is not something unreachable. We can do this. So basically to motivate you to participate in different colleges and in our college. And as I said, we had two competitions. First is the intra and next is the edge. So in intra the competition is only like in college for first and second years, so the competition is less. You get a very you get a boost basically. Yes. And the next thing is, if you are convinced enough that you should join, so like you can't join just the blink of an eye. You need to learn first and then you can join. So basically, first you remain as an aspirant. And then what happens is we have a membership test which you need to take part in, and if you get past the cutoff, and then you are imbibed as a member of CUrBrain. So that is our process. So the membership test consists of like sections in which like you have debugging sections, then you have competitive coding, then you have web development, then you have MCQs related to basic knowledge of programming languages. You have all these stuff. We can discuss it further later. But that is like the membership test. It is a test of say 2 hours or so. Like we conduct it in college only. You will get to know as we continue. So that is how you join CUrBrain. Okay, so that was an overview for about what is CUrBrain. So let us now get into, like, many of you still might be wondering what is coding. Believe me, when I came into college, I did not know what the word, I knew what programming meant, but I did not know what coding meant. So let me just tell you that coding is nothing but programming. It is just writing computer programs to get your task done. That is the simplest definition of programming. What we do in programming is we develop some algorithm, and algorithm is like you develop a logic and some steps that follows that logic. So to get an output, so you have an input, it is fed into an algorithm and it gives you an output. This is basically what the whole process is. And this developing the algorithm, that is called developing the algorithm in some language that the computer understands, that is called coding. So we have various languages. Many of you have heard, some of you might not have heard. It doesn't matter really, you will get to know everything. So we have C, then we have C++, then we have Java, Python, JavaScript. You have various languages. Like these are just the main languages that I am naming. So that was like the introduction. And does anyone have any? After this, we will go into the web development part. Before that, is there? Does anyone have any questions?
I see a good question. Hello, Sanchita.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Sanchita.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, there's one guy is asking, what are we supposed to know to crack the
Okay.
Shekhar, can you speak a bit louder?
Okay, okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah. It's fine.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So there's this question: do you have? If we will have a competition on embedded system programming, okay, we did not do that previously, that is to be true, but we can always come up with new things. Like we are open to suggestions, and we will try to do that. So we have to learn coding by ourselves. No, we will help you. Yes, to be true, you have to learn coding by yourself, but we will help you in the process. We will give you the stuff that you need to go through. You need in order to learn coding. But
Yeah, okay. Before the test, we are obviously going to conduct workshops, and we will obviously teach you the basic things which you require to crack the test. We're not going to teach you exactly everything, but yeah, we will get you started. And obviously, coding is something which someone learns by themselves. So yeah, you need not worry about anything.
you need to put in your efforts, and we will help you get through. That is the thing. But you need to put in your efforts. It doesn't happen like it's not magic. You need to put in your efforts. can I get support and help in projects? Yes, you can. And someone was asking about this. How? Okay, GitHub.
There was one more question. Like, is there any WhatsApp group? So yes, there is a WhatsApp group, and you will be informed about everything. Uh, as, whenever the time comes. So be patient, and we'll inform you about
Yeah,
everything. To become an
your class
aspirant, you will be
representative.
yes. To become an
Yes, yes,
aspirant,
yes.
you will first need to be a part of Geekonix, and then you can be a part of CUrBrain. So you will be informed about everything.
Okay, so let us start with the remaining of the thing. That was just the introduction about CUrBrain. So one moment. Yeah, where was I? Yeah. So starting with the first part, that is web development. Simran, are you there?
Yeah,
Hello.
I am there. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Let me mute myself. Wait one moment.
Yeah, so I'll start.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I am Simran Mittal. I'm currently in third year from Computer Science and Engineering Department. As as our head introduced you about our different sections which you have to go through, and different sections which you need to know for appearing for intra colleges and inter college competitions, to get placements and to become knowledgeable. So web development is one among them. All departments over here, many of them know what is web development, many of them don't know what is web development. Basically every site which you use in your day-to-day life, which is like you are interacting with a computer, it feels like, yeah, I'm getting responses. That is only developing web pages or developing a website. So to begin with, basically a web development or developing a web or a website, it basically has two parts. That is a front end and a back end. Front end is something which you people can see. Like you can see the screen over here, you can see the names, you can see the chat section. This is the UI or the framework which is developed and which you can see, that is totally your front end. But you are posting something, we are able to see, you are clicking and you are clicking on enter button, you are getting into the meeting. These actions which are happening, how are you able to see that, how it is happening, how the connections are going? No, really not. So this is what backend is. So backend is something which you don't see and which supports a website to run, and front end is something which you people can see. Now the question might come, front end, back end, how to develop this? So to develop front end, basically you have languages as mentioned here: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Right. So it's using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you basically develop your front end. HTML. There are many things in HTML which you can make. You can make forms. By CSS, you can add design to your web pages. With JavaScript, you can make your website responsive. You can add animations. You can add effects. So we'll show you one color game which is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You will get a demo to know about it. So Sanchita Di, can you just show it once?
Yes, sure. One minute. Yes. Okay, one moment. Yes, this is the web page. This one that you see. This is basically a web page, and so like every website that you see, this website has been developed. This web page has been developed, and it was done by Shekhar. So basically, this is a game. What you need to do is, RGB. RGB is basically red, green, and blue. So this represents the amount of red. This represents the amount of green, and this represents the amount of blue. And with that, you have to predict, like guess which is the color. That is the motive of the game. So you can put in your suggestions, like say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which one do you think will be true? Like let me just show. Suppose this is the combination. So let me put this. This was correct. And if I do play again, so now you need to guess which will be the color. Anyone wants to put in the answer, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just write what is your answer. Then we will go to the code, but we will show you a small bit of code can do this.
We are getting 5 and 2.
Yes,
Right.
5 is the majority. Like majority are saying 5.
5.
So let's
Okay.
first check 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Okay, that was wrong.
So it was wrong.
And
Okay.
the next was 2.
The
Right.
next was
6.
no
You can say lot of
6, 6, 6,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
6.
6. Yeah, correct.
Yes, so
Okay,
6
so all
was
those
right.
yes, 6
Saptarshi
were correct.
Datta. Yes, Saptarshi Datta said 6. Then
So
many
there's
of
a guy
them
with two
said.
options.
That is the game, but now let us go to the coding part. Like, what actually puts this into this beautiful stuff? Yes, so this is it. Look, we have, as we were saying in the presentation, as Simran just mentioned, that we have 3 files. That was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is just the HTML part. This is the HTML part, which gives you the layout. Like this writing will be there, play again, easy, hard. All of this setup is created by the HTML, and then you can see that these buttons, and then we have boxes, and all of this. This is in the CSS part, which does the designing, which makes it more beautiful. HTML gives you a basic layout, but if you want to design and decorate in it, then it is the CSS file. This CSS file gets attached to the HTML file. This here it is attaching, and then we have the JavaScript, which controls all the operations. Like suppose I click this, whether it is correct or not, this checking is being done in the JavaScript file. That is how the 3 files together come as one thing. And another thing I'd like to show you that I am this was my folder. Basically this was my folder, and these were the files, and this was the end product. But what I want to show you is you always don't need to. So what you can all of you can do, like open any page and then right click, then go to inspect. You get this part. This is called the, you can find all of the codes over here, like the codes that are available, like the HTML. Whatever is written in that HTML file, the same you can see over here. So when you start learning about web development, you will get to learn. But this is a very interesting thing to do. Like you can read the codes and try to understand which means what. Like see, if I'm hovering over these tags, these are called tags. If I'm hovering over these tags, it gets highlighted which part is the result of which part. Then I have sources. In that I have the JS file, which gives me the JavaScript file. Then you have another console. Okay, you will get to know more about it later. But this is like it's simple. It's like web development is easy to start with, but you can reach great heights with it. That is the major point. Yes.
And yeah, and one more thing I would like to add is like we know that most of you might not be knowing these things like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So don't get scared and think that I do not know this, so I will not be able to learn it. So this is not the thing. Like we conduct many workshops, and from there you can learn a lot. So join it, and we'll encourage you to our best. And now,
Yeah.
Simran can take ahead.
Similar. Yeah.
So I think you people have seen, like you people have enjoyed guessing the colors. So this was something which was developed by Sheikhavia. But wonder if you people developed something like that of your own. So it's really interesting, na? So that is what you should take, or you should feel something. Yes, we have to develop. When you get this encouragement, or when you get this kind of yes, I have to do. You can easily learn it. Trust me, it's not at all hard. It's easy. Just you have to follow a correct path and a proper roadmap. Now, after HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, after you complete all this, you can learn one of the frameworks. So there are basically 3 frameworks which are there: Angular, React, and Vue. But if you ask for a personal suggestion, I would suggest you people React, as because it's very trendy and it's something which is very demanding. So that is one of the framework. Don't worry, you will get to know everything. I just an introduction. It's just a roadmap which we are showing you a small brief idea about everything. So that is all. See, React, there's a documentation of a React which was open just right now. See, so over here you can start learning React. See, React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. So it's one of the framework using which you can develop your front end more interactive and more with more animations and more so that it look very good like that. See, you can learn React. This is the whole documentation. You will get everything what you want over here, all at one place. Everything is available online. You have Udemy, you have W3 schools. There are many sites you can learn from there. Stack Overflow. I think Stack Overflow, not everyone knows about it, but Stack Overflow is the best support or the only site which will give you all the answers to your questions. Okay, see, this is W3 schools. You have all kinds of tutorials present here: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, React, Angular. Just click on one of the topics, start learning from it. It's pretty simple and you can go for it. Yeah, and W3 schools, I would suggest, as my personal suggestion, you should use this site for your learning. It's very good and it's very handy. Now, next we come to backend. Now, developing backend. Now, how does backend work? Like when you fill up a form in a website or when you do something, you click on submit button or you click on login button or you click on sign up button. When you sign up, you register yourself, and when you sign in, or when you log in, you confirm your details. So how do that websites confirm their details? They use databases, right? So connecting your backend with your databases, or the way you get your details, that is basically the work of your backend, right? So for backend, we use there are three languages which by which you can proceed with a backend. One is using Java with Spring, another is Python with Django, and the third one is Node.js, which is most popular according to the trend. You can opt any one of them, but still I would like to suggest to go with Node.js. Now, there is also for databases, there are two kinds of databases, MongoDB and SQL. MongoDB is no SQL, means it's not at all structured. BSIN format is used to enter data into the MongoDB. You will get to know everything about it. It's just a briefing I'm just giving you. And MySQL is structured query language, which people use to maintain a database. Okay, now there are basically two categories which I would like to suggest. One is mean.
Simran, sorry to interrupt you here, but there is a question. What is backend? So can you just repeat that once again, because students are having doubts regarding it?
Okay, what is backend? See, backend is something which you cannot see. Like front end is, there are basically two sides, client side and the server side. Okay, front end is basically which the UI or the framework which you can see in the front of your screen, and backend, there's something which goes at the back of the server which you can't recognize. Like I will give you an example. Suppose you are signing into a website. Once you have registered yourself, then you have to log in to access its resources or the dashboard which is available. Right now, how this server or this website will confirm that your details are there in the database. So how this is done? Just connecting your database with your website or the server. This work.
Hello, Simran, you are not audible.
Hello.
Yeah, now you're audible. Okay, Simran, I would like to interrupt a bit. Like what Simran was saying, so she was saying like we could not show. Suppose you have Facebook, you're trying to log into Facebook. What you do is you put your email ID over here and you put your password, right? And then you press login. But how does this page on your local computer get to know that you are a registered user of Facebook? The server needs to be connected. So I am having my computer over here, and somewhere far away in some country there is this server of Facebook. I am getting to see only my computer, but that server, there's the server from which my computer is sending the data I am entering. Suppose I am entering over here something. I'm entering over here something. Now if I log in, this data is sent to that server, that Facebook server, which is some place somewhere. Now that server will do the validation, check if I am a registered user of Facebook, check with the database, and then it will tell my computer back that yes, this is a verified user, you can allow her to log in. So my client computer, my computer is the client computer. So the client computer logs in. Therefore, what can we say is my computer, the thing that you are, the picture that you are seeing right now, that is my client computer. Whatever data I am sending to the server and whatever code is there in the server, that is called the backend. And it again returns, and then again it comes on the front end. Front end, back end. Front end is client side, back end is server side. Server side we cannot see, back end we cannot see, and client side we can see. If I want to see the client side code, I can do this and I get the HTML, right? So I hope you understand now what client side versus server side, front end, back end versus back end means. Yeah, Samrat, continue.
Thanks, Sanchita Di. Yeah, this was basically I was trying to say. Yeah, backend and frontend are connected together. Yeah, to develop a complete website, to make your website give you responses or to react to that, you have to connect a front end and a backend, right? So, yeah, okay. And the question comes like where do this data go? The data are stored in a database. Like I mentioned, there are two kinds of database which you can maintain. One is MongoDB, which is not at all structured. BSIN format is used to store data over there. And SQL is structured query language. You'll get to know about this when you explore it further. Okay, and SQL is something which have a structured data, like it is totally structured with a form of tables, right? Now, I would like to mention there are basically two categories. One is MEAN, mean stack, and another is MERN stack, MERN, MERN, mean and MERN. So, when I call a development, I refer, there are two parts, yeah, front end, the back end. But when a development comes into play, it's a full stack development. So either you can be a mean stack or it can be a MERN stack. Now, what is that? Mean is Mongo, E for Express, R for React, and N for Node.js, right? And MERN, this was MERN. Now, mean is M for Mongo, E for Express, A for Angular, and N for Node.js. This is MERN, this is mean stack. So there are two kind of stacks, mean or MERN. You can choose any one of them according to your convenience. It's totally your choice. Okay. Yeah. Now, for server side, like to do backend jobs, what are the jobs which are done in the backend? Basically, the CRUD operations, CRUD, create, update, delete. Okay, so CRUD operations are there, which is basically done by the help of a backend. So there are two kind of frameworks as mentioned here, that is Node.js and PHP. These both are server side applications which will help you to connect with your front end and your databases, right? Okay, so there are also upcoming server-side development with Node.js, that is GraphQL and Apollo server. These are upcoming trends which you people can follow, which I would suggest it's an upcoming trend, so you should go for that. Now, how to be it? It's not like you just read everything and you just go for it. No. Yeah, we will be conducting workshops. If you're interested, just go come. Yeah, we are ready for any kind of helps. If you need any help, any kind of guidance, CUrBrain team is always there to support you, to conduct workshops, to make you totally understand like how to work with it. For this, you have to develop your project ideas, like what kind of website you need to develop. If you are not even getting an idea, GitHub is there. Go to GitHub, check some of the websites, check some of the codes, get an idea like what kind of websites we can develop. There are many kinds of project ideas. You can see Yasi on the screen, like this GitHub, you can explore totally for your any kind of websites. You can see 2 to 3 websites, like how it's working. Suppose you are working or you're surfing on any website, you liked it, yeah, how it's working. So you can think of it a similar something kind of that, and you can start working on it. It's just these piece of codes which you need to basically learn and you need to proceed for it. So is anyone having any problem or?
Yeah, we are ready to take more questions, web development related.
Didi, Didi, everyone is asking like what is Apollo and Express? एक बार समझा देते.
Okay, like the thing is, we need to cover more parts, and when we start with the web development, the basic workshop, we will get into the details. You don't need to worry right now. Like we cannot give you everything in the first workshop itself. Okay, so just wait for a few days more, let this induction get over, and we will conduct workshops on web development, like these technical. Just let us just stick to the basics right now. We don't have unlimited time. That is the
Because
only
web development is really very large. If I pick up a point, I'll just go deep dive into it, and it's never gonna end because it's something connected one after the another. So this is just a roadmap, or I can say just a basic idea or the basic flow, like how you work with it. Just keep in mind, if you are getting curious, you go on the net, go and surf for it. Then we'll conduct workshops and we'll definitely encourage your interest. Trust us.
And I'm really happy that you came up with these doubts, because these are new words to you. Express, Angular, all of these are new words to you. You will get to know. But like,
Stay connected.
yeah, that's it. Any more questions?
No, I guess we can move ahead with the next topic.
Okay, let us move ahead. So this was web development. That's just a basic overview of web development. We cannot go into the details right now. So now let's go into coding, and I'd like to call Shekhar for it. Shekhar, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yeah, can you get back to the coding slide, please? Coding and programming slide. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Shekhar Agarwal from IT fourth year, and I'm the co-head of CUrBrain. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about competitive coding basically, and we'll try to give you an idea what is competitive. What first of all, what is programming, and and what is the difference between programming, general programming, and competitive programming, and how can competitive programming help you, or why should you be doing competitive programming, or at least trying it once in your engineering, even if you are not from CS or IT. If you are from any department, like if you are from CS and IT, like you are expected to get into competitive programming. But even if you are not, if you start doing competitive coding, it is going to help you a lot. So yeah, what is first of all, let's discuss what is programming. Like as Sanchita already said, programming is coding is like when you give instructions to the computer to execute some task. That is what is programming. And yeah, all these points she has already discussed, and we have lots of different programming languages: C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. So yeah, so now let's differentiate between programming and competitive programming. What happens when we add the word competitive in front of programming? So like competitive in itself is explanatory word. So whenever you bring competition into programming, it becomes competitive programming. So for example, let's say we are given a problem to solve. We are supposed to write a solution to one problem, and lots of people, many different people are trying to solve it at the same time. So there will be someone who comes up with a solution in the fastest time. So that's like she or she is the winner. So that is what competitive programming, that is the idea of competitive programming. It is basically a mind sport, because yeah, programming needs to needs your brain. You need to think a lot. So that is what basically is competitive programming. Yeah, it is a mind sport, and the main motivation is interest, and not okay, it helps you in placement. It will help you in placement and your interviews, because most of the companies, at least I'm talking about the product based companies and the top companies, what they ask is data structures and algorithms in their interview rounds. And as Sanchita already said, the first round for any company is going to be a coding round, and like the difficulty of that round is going to depend on from company to company. So the better the company is, the more difficult the coding round is going to be. So the more you are into competitive programming or data structures and algorithms, the more are your chances to get into a good company. Like that can be seen as a motivation to starting competitive programming. And uh, also how is okay, I have discussed how this different general programming. Yeah, so like what are the points to consider? Why should you start competitive programming? So first of all, yeah, it improves logic building and your problem solving skills, which is like a very basic thing for any engineer, at least. Okay, I am considering CS and IT, but um, as you all know, ultimately most of the people are going to work in the IT industry, and even if you are not from CS and IT, you will have to at some point in your engineering learn how to program, how to write programs, and how to solve problems. So yeah, if you are not from CSIT, then it is even more motivating to start and get into competitive programming. And like yeah, so when you are giving a coding round, so you are supposed to solve a problem in a small amount of time. Like basically there are 1 hour or 1.5 hours to solve 2 to 3 problems. So the more you do solve problems and practice, the more are your chances to solve those problems when your when your placement is at stake in less amount of time. So competitive programming makes you faster and makes you more focused and helps you analyze problems in very short amount of time. Like if you are seeing a problem for the first time, okay, you will take maybe let's say 1 hour to solve it. But let's say you have solved a lot of problems on a particular topic, let's say stack or queue, and then a same kind of problem is going to appear in your test, then you are obviously going to solve it in a very short amount of time because you have already practiced it. So that is not going to be a new thing for you. So yeah, placement interviews and all this is going to be a big motivation to start competitive programming. And yeah, like talking about college and what is taught in college uh, in regards with data structures, algorithms, or programming is not, I won't say is not up to the mark, but yeah, like that is not enough to get you in some very good company or a good placement. Like okay, you have to work on yourself and learn lots of things that are not taught in college. So if you start self learn problems and DSA, data structures, algorithms, first of all, these lab assignment, college assignments are going to be a piece of cake for you. And obviously you will already be ahead of at least your peers if you are seriously practicing.
I guess we are having some queries. Let us get to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, and then we will continue with
Yeah, I
this.
guess I should answer all of them, and then
One
we'll get to the example.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, first thing, you do not need to call us ma'am or sir. We are all
Yeah.
seniors
All right.
here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
Please don't.
4 years, not even yeah, just 4 years elder to you, and you don't need to call us ma'am or sir. Bhaiya will be enough. Bhaiya and Didi will be enough.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
let us get to the questions.
yeah,
Um, uh,
can you just read them
yes,
aloud?
I have done C++ in 11 and 12. What
Yeah.
should I do next?
And no, you should not do. Okay, if let's talk about languages a bit. So like if you already know some language, like if you are from ICSE, then chances are that you know Java. So then you must learn C++. But if you already know C++, I don't think you need to learn any other language for competitive programming. I'm speaking like yeah, Python is very good, and for development stuff you will have to learn other languages. But for competitive programming, C++ uh, is the best language to go for if you already know it. If you don't know it, you can also choose Java or Python. They are not bad, or they are equally good as C++. But like most of the top programmers, they prefer C++ for competitive coding. So if you already know, then you should stick to C++. And if you don't know any language as of now, so like college is going to teach you C. College is going to teach you C. So C is obviously not enough or not the best language for anything. So you should learn C++ as well, because it is not much different from C. You can very easily switch from C to C++. So you can also learn it before you are taught it in college. Like, okay, we are going to have a workshop for C and C++, and yeah, you can basically learn whatever you require to start programming in that language from that workshop. Like, I guess that will be enough. So you need not worry if you don't know any language yet. And yeah, as someone said, you already know C++, then yeah, that's enough. That's good to go with competitive programming. And other languages you can also learn based on what you want to like learn.
So look, like for coding, when we get to the coding workshop sessions, what happens is we divide it into two parts initially. We have one group of students who do not have any introduction to, who do not know programming, and that is completely natural. Like 50% of us know and 50% of us don't know. That is the situation. So the group that doesn't know, we will start helping them with, we will start teaching them with C, then go to C++, and then they will be simultaneous, like gradually they will be merged with the other group also. And the other group, they have some previous knowledge of programming. So either you know C++, or you know Python, or you know Java, you know something. So you will be introduced to the world of competitive coding. That is how we usually do the thing. And someone was asking, where should I start competitive coding? So there are some websites, like if you Shekhar, you want to take this question?
Yeah, okay, I'm taking this question. Yeah, so like, yeah, the basic requirement for starting competitive programming is knowing a language. And if you already know a language, I guess CodeChef is the best platform to start with competitive programming, not to just stick to it, but yeah, for starting, CodeChef is the best. And as you asked this question, I guess today is Friday, and yeah, like the most natural competition to start with is the CodeChef Long Challenge, which has already started at 3 p.m. today. Like, it happens every month, and it's a 10-day long challenge, and it starts on the first Friday of every month. And today is Friday, like, yeah, so it started 3 p.m. And it is going to go for the next 10 days, run for the next 10 days. And yeah, like 7 or 8 problems must be there. And yeah, it is divided into, okay, 2 divisions. And like, you can say for one for beginners and one for the advanced ones. So for the first division 2 is for the beginners, and the division 1 is for advanced people. So like, yeah, you there is a rating system in CodeChef. Like, you are just like, you can say, in chess or any other sport. uh, so if you are rated below 1800, you are considered as a division 2 participant, and if you are rated above 1800, you are considered as a division 1 participant. So like, yeah, most of you would be making an account. If you are making an account, you get the default rating of somewhere around 1500. And yeah, you can start solving the problems from division 2 for this long challenge. At least you can read the problems, even if you don't understand anything, just try to read the problem and think what is happening in the problem. And we will be conducting workshops. Yeah, I guess we can also conduct it maybe after the long challenge itself. So
Yes.
don't need to worry. You must, at least everyone must open the challenge and at least try to read the problems. And if you can solve it, that's awesome, that's very good. So yeah, where can the question that where can we start competitive programming? The starting for starting long challenge is the best to go. And like, yeah, if it has started this month and you already know about it, you must not waste your time, and you can like participate in this month's long challenge itself. It happens every month. So yeah, you have 10 days. Even if you don't know any programming language yet, like, you don't need more than a day to learn any language. So you can start with C++, Java, Python, any language, and maybe try to solve a problem or two. So
Okay,
this
so
was,
we had a
yeah,
question that someone is from civil engineering and can they join? Like, you can join. You have no prerequisites. You can
yeah, as I
start
said.
from just from the basic level, and you will grow as much as the CSIT people. There is branch doesn't matter. At the end of the whole 4 years, you will understand that branch doesn't matter. It is the effort that you put in that matters. So in CUrBrain, everyone from every branch is welcome as long as you are interested. So even if you have no knowledge, absolutely zero knowledge, you do not know what programming is, it doesn't matter, you are still welcome over here. And as Shekhar was saying, like, yes, we these challenges, the December challenge, those who know some bit of programming, start with it. Like, it's a very good place to start. But again, if you cannot solve, do not get motivated. Like, there are thousands like you who are not being able to solve the question. There is nothing to get motivated, but do look at the questions. You will find it interesting to understand the question. Understanding the question also takes a lot of what to say, you need skill to understand a question. Even that is appreciable.
Yes, and even when we were in our first year, we did not know much about coding. So it's not like we knew everything. Even we were unaware about these. Don't hesitate.
Okay, someone is having please mute yourself. I guess it's Rohan.
Everybody, please keep yourself muted.
Okay,
It will be easier for us to conduct the session.
okay, muted. Yes, get muted. I guess he was playing some game. Anyway, like, mute yourself and play. We don't have a problem. Oh, okay. So continuing, like, Shekhar, you will continue. Shekhar, hello. Hello.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was on mute. Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, like, are all the questions answered? Like, I guess I can see there's some more questions. Okay, maybe we can
I guess
take
we
the
will
other
take
questions
those
in the end of the
questions
session.
later on.
Yes,
Yes.
we can
Yeah.
take the other
Yeah.
question in the end of the session. Yeah, towards the end of the session. Yeah, okay. So now, like, you know what? Okay, you don't know, but still, to give you a taste of what programming can look like, or what solving a problem can look like, or what an algorithm, how can you get to the solution of an algorithm? Like, we have a very good example, a very standard one, which is called the Tower of Hanoi problem. So yeah, we are going. I'm going to discuss about that problem. First, let me explain what is a Tower of Hanoi problem, and then we can get to the solution of it. So yeah, Sanchita, get back to the slide, please. Yeah, okay. So uh, yeah, so this problem, there are three towers, as you can see. We have three towers, and we can name the towers. First one is named as the source, and the final one is named as the destination. So obviously we have to do something from source to destination, and there we also have an auxiliary tower, which is the intermediate tower, which we will require to reach from source to destination. What do we need to do? So yeah, so this is the beginning part, and the second one is the solution part. So as you can see, what we need to do, we have to take all these disks. These are basically disks which are in decreasing order of their length, of their radius basically, and we need to arrange all these disks from move all these disks from the source to the destination. And also the order of the disks should maintain. And we have a condition, because if there is no condition, it is going to be easy. We have a condition that at no point in time we can place a larger disk. For example, 3 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 1. We can place a larger disk on a smaller disk. At no point in time we can do that. We don't have to we cannot violate that rule. Keeping that rule in mind, we have to transform all the disk from source to destination, one disk at a time. Like one operation would something be like moving disk 1 from source to auxiliary, or maybe disk 1 from source to destination, something like that. That is one operation. So we need to see in how many operations we can reach that, and how can we reach that. And like, yeah, okay, you can do that for 3 very easily, for 2 and 3, but there has to be some process, or some flow, or some instructions through which we can do it for any number of disks. Like, if we increase the number of disks from 3 to 4, or 4 to maybe 400, we would still be able to do it without manually doing it. That's what our challenge is. So yes, Sanchita, now you can go to the animation slide. Yeah. To set the disks to 2. Yeah. Takes to 3. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. And now get solution. Click on get solution.
wait. Yeah, yeah. Get solution.
Yeah. Okay. So solution. Okay. This is considering the second one as destination. Okay, all right. It's not a problem. So yeah, just a bit of change here. The first disk is the source here, and the second disk is the destination, and third one is the auxiliary, which is not a problem. It's all right. Okay. So here we have to move the disks from the first tower to the second tower, right? Using the third tower. That is the difference. Okay. So like if let's say if we have only one disk, here we have two, then it is very easy. We just move that disk from the source to a destination, and we require one operation, right? So now because we have two disks, and we have to move the disk in same order to the second one. So what we have to do is move the smaller disk from the source to the intermediate one, that is the third one, and then the bigger one, that is the as you can see in the animation, the first one goes to the third one, that is the auxiliary. Using the auxiliary, we are getting to this final position, right? So we are needing three moves, right? The smaller one going from the first source to auxiliary, and the bigger one going from source to destination, and the smaller one coming back from the auxiliary or the intermediate to destination. These are the three moves required for two disks, right? So now let's see what is going to be the answer for three disks. Okay, before starting, Sanchita, can anyone guess what will be the answer for three disks? Let's see.
Like how many number of moves? That is
Yeah,
the
how many
question.
number of moves?
Yeah, there are questions on the chat. 7 moves, someone has told, total 7 moves. Like one also told the path, two to auxiliary, one to auxiliary, then three to destination. Like there were answers coming up.
Yeah, okay. Like seven is the correct answer. Okay, whoever
And
said Joydeep Basu. Yeah, I can see Joydeep Basu, Aniket Chakravorty, Kaustav Duari. Yes. Okay, seven is the correct answer. So like okay, yeah, you can as I said manually calculate for three disks because it is easy. So okay, let's before moving on, let's ask. Can anyone tell the answer for let's say 10 disks? Let's see. Let's give them some time, and then we will move to the solution maybe.
yes, Saptarsh, we will get to that. How we explain.
Okay.
We
25 I can see. No, 25 is not the 21. No, 21 not.
There was one person who her uh, Sikta Laha. She told the correct answers.
Yeah. Sikta Laha, okay, you are correct. To the power 10 minus 1. Okay, like okay, I also got the answer. So yeah, now let's see how we are reaching to that solution. So Sanjita, get to the algorithm slide.
Okay, I'll got it. Do you want to explain the three?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. First, let's see it for the three. Then it will be easy to understand the general algorithm. Okay. So like okay, what for three, you can consider that okay, we have three disks. So what we need to do is we need okay first the greatest disk, that is the largest disk, uh, can only move independently from the source to the destination, right? Because if let's say we have any other disk on the destination, then the largest one cannot go to that because that will violate the rule, right? So for the largest disk to move from source to destination, what we need to do is somehow move all the disks that are before the largest one, that is the remaining n minus 1. For here n is 3, that is the remaining two disks from the largest one, from the source disk to auxiliary, right, to the intermediate. So that would be our first step, because if we don't do that, we will violate our rule, right? So for that we need to move two disk here, n minus 1 is equal to 2 disk from source to auxiliary, that is the third one in this case. And then we will make one operation, that is the move the largest disk from source to destination, as they both are empty right now, because we have already moved the remaining 2 disks from source to auxiliary, right? So we move the the largest disk from source to destination, and now there's another task left, which is moving the 2 disks which are in the intermediate at present, moving those 2 disks back to the destination. And now, because we have the source one empty, we can use that source tower as our auxiliary or the intermediate tower to get those 2 disks back to the destination one, right? So like it might come to your mind, right? Like for 3 we need to first solve the problem for 2 disks, right? And for 2 disks we can say we need to solve the problem for 3 disks, right? Because let's first forget the third one. So now our problem reduces to moving 2 disks to the auxiliary, that is the intermediate one, via the destination one, right? Okay. Can you reduce the speed factor a little bit? Maybe check 0.5 if it works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So this is
basically,
this is clear. Like the 2 disks move from source to auxiliary with the help of the destination one, and now the greater disks moved from source to destination directly. And now using the first one, that is the source, we are moving these 2 disks back to the destination one in the similar manner, right? So we can calculate the answer like this. So for moving 2 disks from one tower to another tower using a third tower, we already know the answer is 3, right? Because for two disks we have already seen the answer is 3, and it can also be calculated manually. So our problem gets divided into 3 parts: moving n minus 1 disks from source to the intermediate using the destination one, right? And then moving the largest, that is the nth disk, from source to destination directly, that is one more operation. And again moving the n minus 1 disks back to the destination, bringing them to the final destination using the intermediate. These are the 3 parts, right? So for the first part, for 3, you can say for moving 2 disks from source to intermediate, we will need 3 moves, right? Because we already saw, and you can also calculate that manually. And then we need one operation to move the third disk, that is the largest one, from source to destination. So 3 plus 1, 4. And then we need another 3 operations to move those 2 disks back to the destination using the source one. So in total it becomes 3 plus 3 plus 1, that is 7 moves, right? And you can see the trend. Okay, first uh, let me clarify this algorithm first, and then I'll talk about the general formula. So
Shekhar,
yes.
like we can do not go into the details. We are running out of time a bit, I guess. So
Yeah, okay. So
say it in
okay,
short.
I mean, yeah, I already explained the algorithm. So
Yeah.
you can like you only need to read it once, because I already said what is there in this algorithm. And talking about the general formula, okay, like as I already divided into 3 parts. So like for 1, it is obviously 1, we need 1. And for 2, the answer was coming out to be 3, because we can, yeah, I said divide it into n minus 1 2 times, and then the individual operation for the greatest disk, right? So similarly, for any n disks, we can say we need 2 times, we need to move the n minus disks 2 times, that is the operations required for the n minus 1 disks into 2 plus 1 will be our final answer. So that comes out to be as 2 to the power n minus 1. You can try out different numbers, like for 3, from 3 you can move on to 4, and yeah, the answer is going to be the same as the formula.
So like for 3, it becomes 2 to the power 3 minus 1. So
Yeah,
it is
here
becoming
3 operations for moving 2 disks 2 times. 3 plus 3 6, and now 1 for moving the greatest disk. Similarly for 4, you can say 7 plus 7, that is 7 for 3 disks. So 2 times 7 will come, that is 7 plus 7 14, and one operation will be for the final, that is moving the greatest disk to the final one. So 7 plus 7 plus 1, again it comes to 15, that is again 2 to the power n minus 1. And similarly, you can 15 plus 15, 31, 15 plus 15, 30. Oh, sorry, it is 2 to the power n plus 1. Just a second. Yeah, it is 2 to the power n plus 1. So yeah, the one who said 2 to the power n minus 1,
It's to
you
the
were
power of
wrong.
n, to the power of n minus 1. For 3, that it will be 8 minus 1, 7.
No, for 3, yeah, for 3 it is okay.
7.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, I'm sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
2 to the power n minus 1. Sorry,
Yeah,
I myself got confused.
it's
Yeah,
complete.
2 to the power n minus 1. All right. So yeah,
So for
that's the formula.
yeah,
And
for 10 it will be to the power of 10 minus 1.
yes, so 1023.
So actually, there were a lot of comments in coming up in YouTube too. Many of you guessed it right, like Soham Sen, you guessed 7 moves, and then you again said to 1023 for 10. Then yeah. So that's it. And some of you were asking on YouTube too about this how to join this club. As we said, you remain an aspirant now, and then you will get
We will.
through the membership test.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like as of now, we don't know whether the colleges will open or not. But first of all, yeah, if the college is open, we are surely going to conduct it in the college. And even if the colleges, let's say in the worst case, don't open, there will be going to be we will be figuring out a solution for sure, and it will be held online in some way. And yeah, that is, you don't need to worry. You just need to be prepared, and you need to practicing what things are going to be asked in the test, and you don't need to worry
And you need to
about
be
the
very
details.
much active in the workshops which we conduct, because
Yeah.
if you don't attend the workshops, you will not be able to know about the exam. Like when the exam will happen, to know about the idea, like what sort of questions or what sort of topics we will be giving in the exams. So you need to be very much active during the workshops, and you need to participate in all the workshops which we conduct to become a member of CUrBrain. Like it's not like you just give the exam, qualify the exam, and you become a member of CUrBrain. It's not like that. You need to be very active in every other workshops like which Geekonix conducts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is it, and soon, like, we will be sharing with you the links. It will be coming up soon. Also, another thing Shekhar was explaining about the algorithm. I just cut him short because we are again running out of time. But this algorithm and all, we will clarify it in later session.
Yes, we will get into details in the workshops, so you need not worry about that.
Okay. So the next part, I don't think there are. Can we join in first year? Yes, you can join in first year. How much money? I am no money, please. How much money we should pay
Okay.
for joining the club? No, nothing. This is free.
You just need to invest your time
Yes.
and work on yourself. That's it.
We-
And about WhatsApp group, some of you were asking in the YouTube also. Some were asking. So the thing is, you will be informed about it. It will be later in December. Within December itself, you will get to know what to practice. If you don't know coding, just get introduced to coding. That's it. Don't need to practice. You can search for what are the base.
okay.
You can try learning C if you are very much interested right now. Then you can try learning C.
Try learning C or maybe C++ as well. Just you need to Google.
Learning coding is also free. Yes, it's free.
Yes,
Everything
it
is
is
free
free.
of
It is
cost.
free.
Nothing
You
is
just
paid.
need, yes, you just need to
You
invest
just
your
need to
time.
type
That's
C++ tutorials
it.
in Google. That's it. And yeah, after learning that, I guess you should check out CodeChef Long Challenge if you are actually interested in coding.
Okay, let us proceed to the next part. Now, so we were done with web development, we were done with competitive coding, and the third major part that we have is cryptography. So, Alicia, you're there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yep. One moment, yes.
Yeah, so basically, cryptography is just a method of protecting the information so that the others, like whom we do not want to share the information with, they do not get to know. Like, suppose if I and Sanchita want to know about something and we don't want Shekhar to know about it, so what we can do is we can encrypt our text. using some keys or some codes. Like there is this plain text. Plain text, it is like it is understood by everyone, and we can encrypt it using code or key, and then it gets converted into the ciphertext, and then again using that code or that particular key, we can decrypt the information, and it gets converted to the plain text. So this is basically a procedure of cryptography, and these keys and codes, there are different methods of using these keys and codes. A very famous site is the Rumkin tools. Sanchita, I would like you to let us go to the Rumkin tools. So yes, this is a very famous site, like from where you can use this different techniques are there. There are many techniques using which you can encode your text basically. And cryptography, this workshop also conduct, and there is event also during as well as in Edge. So basically the questions will be given to you in the format of stories, and you need to get the hints from there. Suppose Sanchita, open the cesarean shift once. Yeah. So here you need to read this thing. Like you need to read about cesarean shift, and in the question we will give, it might happen that in the question we have mentioned Julius Caesar, or in the question we have mentioned something like shift, or we have given some numbers like 20 or 15 like this, or we have mentioned yes, we have mentioned rot n like this. You need to get hints from there and use this particular technique to decode your answer. Yes, see, like she wrote, "My name is Sanchita." This text is a plain text, like it is understood by everyone. And she gave n is equals to 5, which means that each alphabet is shifted by 5 letters. Okay, so this is just one technique to encode the text, and there are several other techniques. We will be explaining these in details during our workshop. And there is one other way. Sanchita, let's get back to the slides. Yeah, next slide.
Yeah, one moment. Yes.
This is one another way of encoding your text. It is known as PicPen. So for this, there is a particular format which is given here. This format like ABC, and then this particular format is given here for this particular technique.
Okay, this is the first thing is the question. Okay.
Yes,
like,
first thing is the question, and the bottom part is the technique of how to decode this question. Okay. So I would like everyone to take 1 minute and then solve this question. The hint is given here at the bottom. Just solve it. The upper part is the question, and the below part is your hint. Using that, try to solve what is written. Try to decode it. I just got one answer from Amrita. Others, please also try. The technique is given just below. Yeah. So yes, you guessed it right. It's cryptography. Basically, this L, like the first which L is there, it basically stands for C. So from here you can understand, and this is a very easy way of decoding it. Like once you see the question, you know that using PicPen you will solve this. So with this question, like this question is not given in the workshop or in any contest directly, because this is very easy to guess which technique is this. So as it's very easy, so nobody gives this directly. Okay, yeah. So everybody guessed it right. So this is another technique, and like this, we have several other techniques also.
Alisha, explain it a bit. Maybe some of them didn't understand. I don't
Okay,
know.
so yeah, so this L stands for C. Okay, first we make this grid like a tic-tac-toe, and then we write A B C D E F G H I. Then again we make another grid, and in this we put dots. Okay, we give this dots, and then we write J K L M N O P Q R, and then we use this cross symbol, and we give S T U V. And now here what can happen, like S T U V is given in this format. Okay, so it might so happen that S, then it's given U, then V, then T. So you need to guess, like suppose up till A to R, you will guess it right. So here you need to manipulate a bit. Okay. And then you will get the word. And similarly, in this cross, we have used dots. So this like this structure, you have to make it beforehand, and then you can solve the question easily.
So it becomes like this L is C, and then when you get this, where do you get this location of this box? So it will be R with a
R.
dot at the
Yeah.
upper left corner. Then this will be Y. So CRY, CRY. Then this is P, crypt. This is T, cryptography. Like if you solve this, you will get cryptography.
Yes. So this is very easy to solve. That is why we won't give this directly. And there are
Cryptography is a really interesting thing. Like when you, it is more like puzzle sort of thing. So it is really interesting.
Yes, I was coming to that only. And during the contest, we do not give like this encoding, decoding only. There are several riddles also which we give. And if you are, I can see from the chat that you people are very much interested in solving those. I would like Sanchita to give one.
Yes. Which one? Terror case? No.
Error case, the first one.
Terror case?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So first, see, this is a file given to you. Okay, and there is another file also. Sanchita, yeah, open this motive file. See, she cannot open this file because this is a secured file. You need a password to open it. And the password of this file is hidden in that terror case. So first you need to get that password from the terror case file. So this is a riddle. So please try it and give your answer in the chat box.
And please do not get demotivated. Like
Yes, if you cannot solve it, yeah, do not get demotivated. It's just a riddle. Yes, somebody guessed it right. Yeah. So we got our password. So Sanchita, let's Saptarshi Shovik, yes, 5117. So let's get to the file and open it.
What should I write? 5117 or should I give a wrong password?
Yeah, first give a wrong password and see what's happening.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong password. And the correct answer is 5117.
Yes. See. So this file got decrypted and we could open the file. And from here you need to find another clue, and in similar manner there are more files and you need to open that. And after that you will get a flag which you will have to enter into the answer box like during the contest. Okay, so this is one way of giving the question. Like during the contest we might give these kinds of questions as well. So this one also, try it out. You guys, this one also. And
Okay, for those who did not get it, like you can say how did they get 5117?
Yes. So here, from solve a terror case, see, you have to solve. See, S is not written here. We have used 5 to write here. So this is the biggest clue that this 5, like there is something to do with this 5. Otherwise, we would have written S here. Okay. And then again in Mumbai, like the last line of first paragraph, Mumbai, it's written 1 instead of I. So 5, 1, and then again 1 is written here.
This find.
Yeah. From find, it's 1 is written there, and then in attack 7 is written there. So the whole write-up was in English, but these 4 letters are there. So it means that the password could be 5117, and you need to try it out. Like it's not that you will get it right in first go. One more. Okay, Sanjeev wants to solve one more. Sanchita, give the next one. Yeah. So from here you need to find out the password which will open the next file. So the image is given here. One clue I'm giving you. image is given here, like the paper article. So it might happen that the password might be hidden in this paper, or it might be something related to this Kashmir article. And this cryptography, you will be provided with internet. So you can use internet to solve the riddles or to solve the questions. It's not like everything will be given, like you need to know everything, like every methods you need to know. You can use internet and try to solve the problem. For this one also, you might use internet.
Sanchita, just can you zoom the paper a bit because they are unable to see?
This part. More.
Yeah, so many many of them guess the answer right. It's 370. Okay, good. Yeah, so the next document will open with the password 370 because Kashmir article was the 370 article. Okay, right.
This is the next document.
And similarly, it goes on. And in the last document, like we do not have the whole question here because we have time constraints. So in the last document, you will get a flag which you will have to enter into the answer box, and then you will be able to solve the question. So this is a procedure. Like we won't give the same question in the next contest, obviously, but the pattern might be same. We might change also, but it might be same. And in the workshop, we will explain you in details about cryptography and different techniques of cryptography. So do attend the workshops. And now I would like Shubham to take over.
Okay, Shubham, take over. I need to
And
mention.
any questions are there? Like Sanchita, are there any questions from this part?
Okay, someone felt like Sherlock Holmes. Nice. How much workshops cost on an average? They do not cost you anything. We have only one paid workshop, that is an ethical hacking workshop. Only that costs. The rest of the remaining workshops will be conducted by your seniors like us, who are members of CUrBrain. So you do not need to pay anything. When will I attend the workshop? You will get the details about the workshop, and it will be communicated to you. And someone in YouTube, Pratik Shaw, asked that will we be informed in our official group of college? Yes, every information will go to the official
and
group.
somebody asks that can they join the club in first year? Yes, you can join the club in first year as well. We will see your performance from first year, from the starting of your first year. So be active. And to learn cryptography, you do not need any particular book. Internet is the best resource to learn cryptography. And there are several contests also, like Pico CTF. Right now, you might not be able to solve all the questions, but once you get to know the techniques and once you start practicing, you can go ahead and participate in Pico CTF as well. I'm writing in the chat box. So
Okay, someone asked about the ethical hacking workshop that I mentioned. Yes, we have an ethical hacking workshop. It will not be conducted immediately. Like at first, we will get started with the free workshops, and then later on we will have the ethical hacking workshop. And how club joining? For club joining, be an aspirant first, and then give the membership test to join.
WhatsApp group link has not been shared right now. It will be shared to you. So nobody is in the WhatsApp group right now. We will share it with you. We will communicate to you through your CRs.
The first years are not in the WhatsApp group as yet.
Yes. Yeah. Pico CTF is a online contest. Basically, it's an online contest. You can participate there. Can you upload small videos about coding in YouTube? Yes, we will try to do it, and you can come and join our workshops as well. I do not know any language. Okay, so start learning a language. Learn a language first, and then get ahead with competitive coding. No CR. A CR will be shortlisted very soon.
You don't need to worry about you can get the information. We are responsible for making the information.
Yes.
Exactly.
And there was this question for the membership test. Will only riddles be asked? No, riddles might not be asked during the membership test. we will conduct several workshops, and we will let you know, like we will give you some questions to solve from the previous year, so you will get an idea how the questions come in membership test. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so let us continue.
आप किसी ब्रांच
And
में कोडिंग कर सकते हैं, सारे ब्रांच कोडिंग कर सकते, कोडिंग के लिए कोई ब्रांच नहीं चाहिए, इंटरेस्ट चाहिए सर. Yeah, so now I would like Shubham to carry on with the discussion.
एक सेकंड, I guess Sanchita Didi is on a call. 1 second.
Okay, yeah, sure. So
Can you
let's
upload
take some
some
of the
details
questions.
about the request?
Knowing a bit of
शुरू करें,
हाँ.
रिज्यूम करें. हाँ,
resume.
Okay, so web exploitation is a part of cryptography. Okay, means you can say it's bit of a hacking, but it is just means this is just the starting step towards ethical hacking and everything. Okay, so in ethical hack means in web exploitation, what we actually do is we try to override the front end part. Like in the first part where we taught you about web development, we taught you like what is a front end, what is a back end, right? So in web exploitation we actually try to play with the front end. Okay, if there is a backend bug or not, like we can find out something like means in many websites they give us some information, but they ask us to first log in and then only we can see the information. So that kind of things we can just override with using the web exploitation. We can actually get the information without even logging in. So sub Didi, can you just host, means can you just show their website? Yeah, so this is a easy part of the web exploitation. Means this is a easy question of web exploitation which was asked in last year Edge. Okay, so here you need to log in to this system. Okay, but you don't know the password or anything about it here, right? So what you will do, you will go to the console section. Okay, so just open the console section. Yeah, so for web exploitation, Cisco app is continuously crashing in phone. Please use Zoom Meet. Seniors Microsoft Teams is fully free, no limit. Like there is a meet means YouTube stream going on. You can check that out. Okay, so to go through web exploitation, you need to know some small details about
Shubham, one moment. One information that is that your attendance list has been shared, so all the students please fill it up. Okay, it has been shared in the chat. Do fill it up, everyone. Yeah, Shubham, continue.
Yeah, so for web exploitation, you need to know some amount of web development. So, like to know the username and password. Okay, so as Simran told previously, like JavaScript takes care of everything, of whatever you enter, like whatever happens when you click on submit button and everything. Okay, so first we will go and check what is submit button is doing. Okay, so Sanchit, can you just hover the submit button? Yeah. See, click on it. Huh. So see, in the submit button, when we are clicking submit button, it is written that on click submit button, checking check. Okay, this is a function which is being called. Okay, now we need to find out where is this checking check function is. Okay, so JavaScript is usually written in the script tag. Okay, in the HTML file. So just open that script tag. So there is a checking check function. So when we will click the submit button, it will run the checking check function. Okay, in the checking check function, it is checking if password equals to thank you, and your username is you saved us, then it will be showing you your key. Otherwise it will show invalid credentials. Okay, so from here you can get like what is the username. So your username is you saved us, and your password will be underscore thank you.
गलत लिखिए. One moment. आगे.
Actually, like you guys have understand, right? Like how we
No.
can get the password and username. Like this is not only like if there is one more kind of a thing, there is one more hack. Like somebody, if you see somebody's screen open, like where he has given his credentials already in the screen, so the password is actually hidden, right? You can see the password. Just hover that password, the user's password. You can see it like
Uh, Shubham, what did you say? Hover
just
over. Oh,
hover
okay.
the, yeah, not this, not forgot password. Just type the password, anything.
One moment, one moment, one moment. Anything, huh? Done.
Okay, so just hover the password thing.
Hover the password link.
No, no, like अरे इंस्पेक्ट कीजिए ना.
अच्छा इसको इंस्पेक्ट करो हाँ हाँ
हाँ.
हाँ हाँ समझ गई
So see, you can just change the input type of password. Type, type
सॉरी
to text, and the password will be visible to you. See, this was the password which was already entered. The attendance link is already being set. Yeah, so this is all about web exploitation. We play with the front end of the website and try to get information like which we are denied to get. So this is web exploitation. Like this is a very basic version. You will get much tough things in it. And now we will go to the next slide. So SQL injection. So like these things are a bit complex. You may find it a bit complex. Okay. So in SQL injection, what we do, we actually in the input boxes we write some SQL codes so that when it will be run on the database, we will be getting our desired results. Okay. So in SQL injection, like can you just show the demo? Yeah. So in SQL injection, like suppose this is a website, you need to enter into the website to get some things, but you don't know the username, password, or anything. So you can try SQL injection. Suppose even if you give any username, then एक बार कुछ भी email ID and password, give any email ID and password. So it is showing that the entered email ID and password is not correct. But how do we get into it? So to get into it, we will need to change the format. So change the format. Whenever we try to not here inspect नहीं लगे यार. So when we are trying to edit the SQL code, okay. So when the developer will be using your username and password to get your details from the database, what he will write? Select user ID password from users table, and where your email equals to your email and your password equals to your password. Okay, and then he will get the results. So we can override that by writing something like which is a condition in username and password which is always true. So to complete that, we will write uh, second wala second session. Yeah. So this is a very basic SQL injection where we try to means inject a condition which is always true, like 1 equals to 1. This is always true, right? So this will always work. Okay, so can we learn about DDoS attacks? Yeah, DDoS, denial of service attacks. Like we can show you that, but that is actually very illegal. You can even get caught. But we use Kali Linux for that, and we will get into details in our further workshops. Okay, so if we try this and submit, you will actually get into this. दीदी एक बार वो email change कर दे, inspect में जाके email change कर.
ओ हाँ हाँ okay.
See, we just get into the website. कितने month का course है? Like the workshops are usually of 3 to 4 hours, but you will get many workshops throughout every year where we will be showing you how to get into each of these things in details, like from web development to competitive coding and everything, we will show you everything in detail, so you did not. So this is, with this code we actually get into the website, but these are not the actual password and email id. The actual email id and password is दीदी एक बार बता दीजिए ना.
Okay, I forgot the password.
Password was subham@CUrBrain.
Okay. CUrBrain ही था. CUrBrain, you call it
हाँ यही
CUrBrain.
बता, subham@CUrBrain. These were the actual passwords and email ID and password, but we didn't use that. We actually get into it by writing some code in the input box. So this is the way we get into many systems and get our things, but these are not good until and unless we inform the owner or the developer of the website that we are performing some test on your website. I want to learn ethical hacking after watching Mr. Robot. वैसा ethical hacking होता नहीं है. Okay, so that is it, and that's it, I guess. Now, Sanchita Didi, you continue.
Yeah, one moment. Yeah, we will be taking questions like further.
Injection password is same as your that username and password, same thing. Like we one, then colon or colon, in single quotes 1 equal to single colon 1. मॉस्को में 10 लाख
I,
मिल गए.
Shubham, one moment. There was someone named Astitva Singh. So, okay, someone is unmute. Who is it? Whatever. There was someone named Astitva Singh. So, you sent us a mail that you weren't being able to attend the session. You had many questions. You tried to like um, uh, can you write your questions in the chat once more? Like you said, you had many questions. Can you write it in the chat once more? In this WebEx chat, if you're in the meeting right now. And another thing, if you aren't able to get your doubts cleared or queries clarified right now, you can contact us later. We have our contact numbers given. You can contact us anytime. We will be conducting several workshops. You can also contact us. You can get your doubts cleared over there also. So Astitva Singh, if you're there in this meeting right now, then you can post those in the chat. We will answer your questions. And yes, Shubham, continue.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Injection password was this. 1 second.
Workshop, you can also.
Yeah, so that was it about like means like cryptography and everything, cryptography, competitive coding.
Yes,
all.
and someone was asking about
Yeah,
the
and
contacts and contacts from here. The project is shared
these are
right
the
now. You
contacts.
can get the contact.
Yeah. Like I showed you this SQL injection in very short time. Like you need to understand it in bit detail. Like we will be showing you how exactly it is working in our future workshops. Okay. And one more thing, like I have seen I have seen many students were asking like how to, like what is GitHub and what are the advantages of GitHub. So see, GitHub and competitive coding. These are the two things which are required to do anything. You go for WebD, you go for Android development, you go for crypto also. You go for server side designing. Anything you do, even if you do embedded systems, you go for Arduino. Everywhere you will need this competitive coding, because coding is the basic step. And GitHub में सब मिलता है, of course, and GitHub is the open source platform, and that's it for now. Okay.
अभी प्लेसमेंट के लिए सारा कंपनी में ही फर्स्ट राउंड इज कोडिंग राउंड. You
Yeah.
need to clear coding round to get through the interview.
And after
Coding
you
is
get
a
through
must.
the technical round, you will go for interview. There you will have
Yes.
to show your projects. So you
And
will have to
projects
show your
and
projects on
plus
GitHub.
extra curricular में भी, if you like, suppose you can write in your CV about cryptography as well. तो अगर कुछ सीखा हुआ रहेगा एक्स्ट्रा में तो you will get a benefit there. And शुभम भैया का contact number भी दे दो. शुभम अपना contact number दे दो chat में.
Okay, I'm giving you guys my WhatsApp number.
Okay, these are our WhatsApp numbers. I guess Shekhar has a different phone number, but these you can always get us on WhatsApp. And another thing that I was saying, that many of you might have found the workshop, maybe you didn't understand anything, but I just hope you get interested so that you try this thing, and then you will get interested. Until and unless you try, you won't get interested. So
Exactly.
web
We
development,
can
we have cryptography, we have
please
And
think
computer.
about open
yes,
source
and why
contribution.
if you will attend the workshops, we will have different
We will
we
cover
will have
everything in
workshops on
detail.
different, yes, and we will have workshops on different things. So from there you can find your area of interest and उसमें you can deep dive. जब तक वर्कशॉप ही नहीं करोगे तुम लोग को पता नहीं चलेगा कि क्या क्या होता है. लाइक एक ब्रीफ आइडिया तो चाहिए होता है ना सब टॉपिक के ऊपर. उसके बाद you
Yeah,
your
like
area of
the what
interest.
attending the WhatsApp, yeah, the workshop will give you a kickstart. Okay, like
Yes,
how to
exactly.
proceed with, and then you
Yeah.
will have to explore your things on your own. Like in college, there will be no one to spoon feed you.
Yes, exactly. And it's all about your effort. Like
Yes.
कॉलेज के भरोसे कुछ नहीं होगा, खुद के भरोसे ही करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, another thing, like if someone feels that uska question unanswered hai, so you can start asking questions once again. So like किसी का question अगर कुछ doubt है या question पहले answer नहीं हुआ तो question दोबारा पूछ सकते हो. Basically, you can all ask questions in the chat once again.
Something about GSOC. Okay, so in GSOC there are actually some companies which participate in GSOC. What you have to do is you will have to means like so through your open source they check your open source contributions, and through that you need to like means you win by giving more and more pull requests. So the better pull requests you give means more pull requests you give and the more chances you have to win. So GSOC is like a very far away thing. Like first learn these things like coding, then web development, then other development things like Android, and then you can go for GSOC. Yeah, workshops will happen in your holidays only, like when there won't be any classes and everything. We'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Should we go?
So did you all like the workshop? Like,
Yeah, that
what was your feedback?
one second. Yeah, that Udemy course is good. Angela's use WebD course. It is one of the most preferred course. You can take it for WebD.
एंड वन मोर थिंग लाइक कुछ ऐसा डिफरेंट टॉपिक तुम लोग को जिसके बारे में इंटरेस्ट हो या सीखना हो, यू कैन गिव अस अ सजेशन, वी विल लुक इनटू इट. एंड अगर मेजोरिटी को सीखना हो तो वी कैन इंट्रोड्यूस दैट टॉपिक इन आवर क्लब आल्सो. लाइक सपोज कोई चीज जो हम लोग नहीं करा रहे हो हम लोग वो भी कराएंगे इफ यू विल सजेस्ट अस. तो ऐसा
Yes.
नहीं है कि यू विल हैव टू स्टिक टू आवर आइडियाज ओनली, यू कैन गिव योर आइडियाज एज वेल.
Yes, we will be sharing a Google form very soon, and
या एग्जैक्टली.
we'll take your feedback.
Yeah, we will be talking about AI and everything also. Like in future, like there will be a workshop on Python, and where will be talking about AI, machine learning, everything.
You
Yes.
stop calling us sir and ma'am. We are bhaiya and didi. We are just your seniors, like your brothers and sisters. Stop calling us sir and madam, please. They are calling thanks sir and madam.
अभी तक तो
Which
हम लोग
college?
पास आउट भी नहीं हुए,
One
अभी से
hour.
Exactly.
सर एंड मैडम.
Sir and madam.
कॉलेज अगर खुला रहता तो हम लोग तुम लोगों से ज्यादा के इंटरेक्ट कर पाते. यहाँ पे तो बात नहीं हो रहा है.
हाँ, यहाँ पे तो बात भी नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन तुम लोग हेजिटेट मत करना. वंस यू गेट इनटू दी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप यू कैन कम्युनिकेट टू अस. किसी के भी साथ यू
Club
कैन
कहाँ से?
कम्युनिकेट, कोई भी डाउट
हाँ,
वी विल ऑलवेज क्लियर योर डाउट्स.
ये बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन है कि क्लब ज्वाइन कैसे करना है. सो उसके उसका चिंता मत करो. लाइक कॉलेज अगर खुलता है तो हम लोग श्योरली कॉलेज में कंडक्ट कराएंगे एक एंट्रेंस टेस्ट जो कि कॉलेज आवर्स के बाद होगा, एंड तुम लोग आके टेस्ट दे सकते हो. एंड इफ नहीं, बाई चांस अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है तो हम लोग उसको किसी भी तरीके से ऑनलाइन कंडक्ट कराएंगे. सो यू नीड नॉट वरी. तुम लोग बस सीखो कोडिंग, क्रिप्टोग्राफी, जो भी है सीखो, एंड
Please look deep.
बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द
ऑटोनोमस
टेस्ट.
रोबोटिक, वो रोबोटिक्स का अलग वर्कशॉप होगा, अलग क्लब है तो वो उसमें होगा.
हाँ, like
एंड
Arduino, you will learn there like how to deal with Arduino and that motherboards and everything.
नॉलेज ऑफ सी प्लस प्लस दिया जाएगा. यू विल लाइक यू अटेंड दी वर्कशॉप्स, हम लोग बहुत जल्द बता देंगे तुम लोग को वर्कशॉप वगैरह कब होगा. हम लोग सारा चीज कम्युनिकेट कर देंगे बिकॉज वी विल बी कंडक्टिंग वर्कशॉप्स फॉर यू पीपल ओनली.
Okay.
तो अगर
So,
तुमको नहीं बताएंगे तो फिर किसको बताएंगे हम लोग?
Exactly.
सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. I get it. Everyone is excited, but like time 5:30 तक था, 5:30 बज गया, and we
Yeah.
need to end it. So it was really good interacting with you. अच्छे questions आए.
Yes, yes, the
We were
college funded for Coursera last year for MOOCs.
Yeah, we were getting free courses on the Coursera, like Techno India was providing free courses. I think it's last till December, not after that. Coursera, we had free courses on Coursera, right? College कब खुलेगा? Even we are waiting for that. We really don't know when it's gonna open.
हम लोगों को कॉलेज खुलने के बारे में नहीं पता, एंड वी नीड टू एंड द सेशन. टीचर लोग बोल रहे हैं खत्म करने के लिए, और जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे पर्सनली पूछो या फिर ग्रुप में पूछो, आंसर कर देंगे. मतलब ग्रुप तो अभी नहीं है, बट जस्ट कॉन्टैक्ट अस, या फिर यूट्यूब वाले स्ट्रीम पे भी पूछ सकते हो, बट वी नीड टू एंड द सेशन. ठीक है, अब टाटा बाय.
They are like खत्म मत करो, but we need
अरे
to.
हाँ, हम लोग बहुत जल्दी वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट करेंगे, उसमें आना.
Okay.
डोंट
सब कुछ होगा, सब कुछ होगा. लाइक
Yeah.
सिमरन दीदी का भी नंबर दे दो. सिमरन अपना भी नंबर दे दो चैट में.
Okay.
एंड मतलब अगर कोई क्वेश्चन डाउट बाद में आता है तो यू कैन पिंग अस. कोई हेजिटेट करने का जरूरत नहीं है.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
आराम से व्हाट्सएप पे
बहुत
तुम लोग
सारे
टेक्स्ट
और
कर
भी,
सकते
ठीक है,
हो.
हाँ,
तुम
बहुत
लोगों का
सारे और
तुम
भी
लोगों का
हम
नेक्स्ट आई गेस क्लास
लोग
पास भी होगा. खत्म करना है, खत्म करना है, खत्म करना है.
हाँ.
सिमरन नंबर भेज दी ना.
Yeah, I said my number.
ओके
Take it from there.
ठीक है, ठीक
ओके,
है.
अगर तुम लोगों को कोई भी डाउट हुआ तो भैया दीदी लोग हैं, सब सब हर वक्त तुम्हारे साथ हेल्प कर देंगे भैया दीदी लोग. ठीक है, तो संचिता.
ओके, यस.
हेलो संचिता.
मैं शेयर स्क्रीन बंद कर रही हूँ. ओके, और
हाँ,
दैट वाज इट, एंड इट वाज रियली ग्रेट हैविंग अ न्यू बैच. बहुत दिन लेट आए तुम लोग, बट इट वाज रियली ग्रेट.
थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू एवरीवन. You can leave. Like everyone has filled up the attendance and leave.
Yeah, everyone can leave and thank you everyone. It was fun interacting with you all.
या लोग सबका जोश बहुत अच्छा. Keep it up.
Like exactly the people who are in the second year, even CSC second years, they are like बहुत कम interest है उनका, like how far as I've seen.
That is why I said इन लोग का जोश बहुत अच्छा है. Keep it up.
Exactly. In fact, यहाँ पे non CS department ज़्यादा interact कर रहे थे, the interactive थे and
Okay,
अपने
the thing is, जो लोग है हो अभी, you can leave. हाँ, जो हो गया सेशन खत्म.
Bye bye everyone.